So today I want to talk about the importance of self-reliance and the fastest way to connect with the right people for your business. And there's a whole process around choosing the right customer for you. For one, if you need to make money fast, and there's a whole set of reasons why you would want to do this. I have a person in my life right now who's unexpectedly out of nowhere experiencing separation and probably divorce. And she did everything she could to be the ultimate homemaker. And she did a good job raising his kids. And she's an excellent cook and she's loving. But sometimes you can't control other people. And so being dependent on someone else to pay your bills is scary. And this is so true for women. I mean, to be pregnant and to have a child is to be vulnerable. I mean, with my 3 kids, I was nursing on demand for 6 years straight. This is a full-time job. And babies don't have money, so they don't pay you. So you don't develop those connections with professional contacts, and you're isolated at home a lot. And it's very much a disadvantage economically for women, which is why we have marriages, because the government has decided that marriage is in the best interest of children, because the parties who are responsible for creating that child should be the ones to provide. And so fathers need to take an active role. Whatever, I'm going down a tangent. But this particular mother of 2 is blindsided all of a sudden, and it's going to be poverty for them unless she's able to make money fast, because everything's spiraling out of control right now. And so in one way, I'm making this video for her and everything that I have learned about money. Not all of it I've had the chance to execute on. There's been interference. Like, there's people who interfere and they suck. However, there are principles that you can follow. And just like, you can put a lot of time and energy into a baby, but the baby didn't have money to pay you. So you have to solve problems for wealthy people. You have to find people with money and then solve their problems. This is why male, balding products make so much more money than nursery daycare providers and people who serve the homeless. You go to homeless centers, it's like they don't make any money. They're all volunteers. It's because the homeless people don't have any money to pay them. And but if you are a plastic surgeon and you help aging people with money be competitive on the dating market or something, like, that's a problem that they want solved. And it doesn't matter how vain they are. It's like, well, that's problem is something that they care about, and they're the ones with money, so help solve their problems. And also, you will be more likely to succeed in your business if you like the person that you're serving. So I have a new series that I'm launching called the Courage in Health series. And I got to invite my heroes, my absolute heroes, to this event. And I'm so excited. Like, I get motivated to get up and work every day because I love having an excuse to email my speakers, and I love having an excuse to just connect with them and talk with them and serve them. Like, I would love to do branding work and book cover designs and web designs for any of the speakers in my conference, my online conference, or their friends. Because I know that their friends are kind of my friends too. Like, it's one big tribe. It's a community. I'm a Maha mom, and I love serving people who are brave and courageous and who are doing good for our national health, because I think it is like the number one biggest problem. If you don't have health, you can't do anything else. Like, people who are sick, they can't do anything else. So we have to, as a nation, take care of our health first. But so I have deliberately figured out how to build an email list through my conference of my ideal clients. And because a lot of them work in healthcare and a lot of them are lawyers, certain percentage of them, a more significant percentage of them, do have the resources to invest in my branding services. And because they're typically healthier than the general American population, their productivity is better. So they're more likely to be able to invest into my products and services. Now, some of them are chronically ill because they learned the hard way that they can't trust big pharma. So it's not everybody on the email list, but I think I've done a pretty good job of finding people who I enjoy serving and who have the means to invest in my events and my branding services, etc. So why is it better to pursue entrepreneurship as the fast path to wealth growth versus getting a job? Well, sometimes you need both. Sometimes you need to have just like a regular job and then build your business on the side. And I'd say a lot of like the smartest people will do that. They'll get something steady that gives them some wiggle room. But in terms of wealth building fast, just solve a problem for wealthy people. Like there's on school. School has made this incredible formula for teaching. Like teaching is one of the oldest professions. People have always taught, and even the smartest people in the world can't know everything. So there's always something new to teach. And for $9 a month, school allows you to create a community. And what people are really starving for these days is community and one-on-one support in solving problems. So there's a million courses out there. You can learn anything you want on YouTube almost, but to get one-on-one support is harder. And school allows you to have video calls, like Zoom calls, in your community, get more one-on-one support, and they have online courses and stuff. So if you have anything to teach at all, there's a few people who teach how to start a dog like pooper scooper business on school. And one of them, it's like the $1 million pooper scooper or something. And it sounds kind of like funny, but this is something people are willing to pay for. Like they've got Thanksgiving dinner coming up, Christmas dinner. There's a lot to organize. And like, that's like the last chore they want to do. So there's software and there's ways of finding clients really fast where you offer to go do this for them. And that is a problem that people have that they're willing to spend money to pay for. So a lot of people get caught in this trap where they really want glamorous jobs with dignity, like romantic jobs with status, and their ego gets in the way and they want accolades and I think my generation, millennials and younger, they feel a little bit entitled to clean jobs, and baby boomers really, they drilled into us that we have to go to college and have like a white collar job. And that's where you'll find status and dignity and all that. But actually the blue collar jobs and like you just have to solve people's problems. And with AI and automation and all these, like the white collar jobs are being replaced actually a lot quicker than blue collar jobs. And so you can make decent money and you don't have to invest a whole lot up front. Like college can be very expensive, and some of the white collar jobs, like you have to invest a lot up front. Like for a franchise, it's a lot of money up front. But if you can go clean up somebody's yard, or you can fix something tangible, material, and kinetic that they have, then you can just speed ahead and make money faster. There's much less debt. So how then are you able to charge more for these things? And that's where branding comes in. People, they purchase on emotion. They spend money based off of emotion. And when you have the right wording and colors and symbols and typography, then you're able to connect emotionally faster and you're able to establish trust with them faster. And I can help people with that, but entrepreneurship in general, I think, is more attractive than a job because for tax purposes, if you own your own business, if you're your own personal brand, or you do a personal service, or you have a product that's yours and it's your baby, it's your business, then you can start an LLC for nothing. It's super cheap to start an LLC, and you get tax benefits that are way more ideal than getting a job. So if I go get a job at $50,000 a year, they would charge 40% tax on that. So what is that, like 28,000, 30,000, something I would take home versus my own business where I can like all the money I take in, let's say I take in $50,000 cash. Well, then my car can be deducted as a business expense. My gas, my phone, my computer, my internet, I can hire my kids and pay them and they could be a business expense. Could all my signage, uh, like clothes, like if I need certain types of clothes to do my job, that can be a business expense. There's so much. And after all my expenses are done, then I only get taxed on 15% of the net profit, what's left over. And so there's just way more financial incentive to be an entrepreneur. Now, people get really confused about healthcare. They want a job so that they can have healthcare and benefits. But the problem is we've been scammed when it comes to healthcare. So the big insurance companies, I haven't completely figured out how it works, but essentially there's some type of like legit conspiracy going on between the big pharma and insurance companies so that they don't pay for the things that actually make you healthy. And so you pay a lot per month, or your employer does, but then it doesn't actually, they don't pay for any of the things that actually make you healthy, like organic food, exercise, massage, chiropractic care, detox ingredients, classes, nutrition education. They don't pay for those things. They pay for the shots and surgeries and the emergencies. But you can, in your car insurance, if you're worried about what happens if you get in a car wreck, you can have a crash, like a health emergency room put into your car insurance to protect your any medical bills arising from a car crash. And then for prevention and other things like dental and vision and like maintenance for your health, they have health savings accounts and they have health share networks. So like Gold Care from Dr. Simone Gold, or Samaritan Ministries is the one I used to use. And they operate similar to insurance, but it's much more affordable. Like instead of $1,200 a month, I was paying $400 a month for my health share. And they teach you how to negotiate better terms for your medical bills. And there's just other ways to do it. And so people, they get into jobs that they are kind of slaves to, and they pay more in taxes, and they do it for the insurance and the benefits, but it's actually like not as efficient of a way to handle their insurance either. So entrepreneurship is lifestyle where you have to hustle a little bit, or you have to be creative, but there's more flexibility. If you're a single mom, you can bring your kids with you. If you're going through a difficult time, you can work when you have the energy and then just stay home and rest when you don't. Like if you've got court battles coming and a schedule that is just up in the air, having your own business and setting your own hours can be transformative and give you your sanity back. So if you're one of these aspiring entrepreneurs and you need to get something off the ground fast, I can help you build a brand in a day if you really want, depending on what it is you want to build. So just reach out. I have links below. And if you are questioning what I'm saying about healthcare, the Courage and Health series is linked below too. And you can meet all my heroes and they can be your heroes too. So that's it. Peace.